Hello, Husks and Huskettes. Time for some more OpenTTD. What I'm going to do first is get into the routine of opening up the map we were working on before. So we're going to carry on with our Reddingstone rail plan, which I'm sure is not that one. It's the Tram one, which is this code, which was perching itself on my second monitor. Metro Map Creator. Let's open our route. Okay, so this is where we're at, so let's have a look. Let's open TTD. Literally here, let's open TTD. And I'm going to unfull screen it in-game, just because we're going to be referencing the map and things. I hope this way isn't too boring or anything like that. If anyone does want to leave us feedback, I mean, I'm always open to critique. Like, don't ever think you don't have to tell me anything. I'm happy to take anything on board. Just from what I kind of seemed like, a lot of people preferred the planning and stuff, which is why I'm trying to kind of show you a bit more of what I do. So we made, obviously, Fed and Fallow Road. Now what's going to happen here is this line is going to continue forward. We just finished making this line as well, didn't we? Yes, we did. We need to signal this, so let's just quickly do that. We only need a few block sections. And it kind of really needs to go between stations, doesn't it? We're not going to have a ton of trains on this line. That'll do. Let's electrify this section. So electrify all this. And here we need to get a bit selective with what we do and don't electrify. Yes, up to there, there. Being careful not to miss anything as well. Let's electrify that small section of tunnel too. Doesn't really matter. There we go. Managed to sneak a teensy bit of recording in today, which I'm happy about. Because it's Father's Day today for the United Kingdom. Today I obviously spent some time with my dad. Came over, we went to a village in like quite an exclusive village, really it was. Which sounds quite strange, but near Manchester there's a village where all the millionaires live, and my dad just kind of wanted to go just to see what it was like. And it's pretty interesting, walking through the village, and there was a shitload of people dressed as wizards walking through, and a wizard on a horse. I was like, okay, right then, that's fine, that's exactly what I expected to see. I can't even work out what it was as well. If anyone wants to kind of provide any input, then I'm welcome to that, but I'd be very surprised if you did know anything. It was a village called Alderley Edge, and genuinely, there were probably about 400-500 people walking through the village, like just the village street, dressed as wizards, all in the same blue clothes. I'm pretty sure it wasn't some kind of Hogwarts open day, but I was quite not concerned, but I was very like, oh, okay. 'Tis out of the ordinary, this. It throws my perceptions. Right, that's all electrified. Electrified! Yes! Oh my god, electrify. That is, if I ever create like a George Foreman oven that uses like toaster grills to electrify its meat in order to save fat. It's the electrifier. It's electrifying. That'd actually be the commercial as a song as well. I've got chills. I've got grills. They're electrifying. New electrifier by Zest. So good I put my name on it. Nah, I wouldn't be bringing out any George Foreman style grills. Maybe a train company or two, if the train operating company procedure allowed me to further submit applications, I would probably do so. You know, be like, right, let's submit file, ask questions later. probably submit a file if I got accepted. I'd be just on YouTube like, hey guys, I need a bit of help. We need to set up a train operating company. Which I imagine with the help of you lot would actually be an extremely successful company. And just to explain what I'm doing now, I'm basically adding an extra platform to both directions of Boottown Station because it desperately needs it. I'm gonna move these tracks to come this way. I'm gonna create a new type of station layout. I have an idea in mind. I want the two left platforms here to be this direction, these two to be that direction, and these to be for both. I was going to have it 3 and 3, but it would provide a little bit more flexibility if we did it this way. So let's do that. The reason I'm kind of moving them this way is I don't want them to go into these platforms by default. I'll quickly redo this, fuck it. Okay, yeah, so if I do that instead. Yeah, and I'll have that go like that. Looks good. Perfect. It's a bit of a strange junction, but I'm happy with how that looks. Sometimes junctions would kind of follow that sort of form. Let's put that in there and there. Tempted to put signals there as well. Yeah, we'll do that. They run down there, so that's fine. Put the crossover there just in case. And let's fill in an extra island platform. I'll quickly add everything like that, just so trains won't get confused while using it. And then add the rest. Went today with my dad. Went to the Imperial War Museum in Manchester as well, which is a museum about, well, as you'd maybe expect, war, and it's pretty damn interesting. Kind of humbling, I'd say, is the correct word. They have a piece of the World Trade Center. Like, literally just a contorted, sort of twisted girder. It's quite, it is quite eerie to read about. They also have the cannon, which fired the first shell of World War I, which is a pretty impressive feat. It's actually, I quite like going to museums where I'm genuinely surprised by the kind of, you know, there are some museums that are like, okay, I don't quite know why that exists, but that's fine. Like, over here, there's like hat museums, which are probably, you know, is inspired already. I reckon there's a Team Fortress 2 joke somewhere. Hat museums, there's like a Beatrix Potter museum, which I guess has a bit more kind of purpose than some things, because Beatrix Potter's kind of cool. You know, you have kind of novelty museums, but then there's things like National Railway Museum, as obviously I'm going to say, science museums and stuff, and they're, you know, pretty damn cool. I love our museums in the UK. There's anyone who may not be from the UK may not know. Most of them are free as well. So like even the Natural History Museum and the Natural Science Museum, which are huge museums in London, are all free. Right, let's make that a dual junction and add 2 more platforms to this, which will definitely ease congestion, because it opens up both platforms for both services. They're not all going to be funneled down one section in the middle, so that's good. Yeah, there's a signal there as well. I was thinking that was a long way to go before the next signal, but that is correct. So let's pop that like that. Boottown Station becoming pretty important. Let's actually give them a bit of room to build the city out as well. There. And I'll give you some money. I'm feeling generous. Right, so Parnford also needs a widening in regards to their station. Look at all this congestion. Wouldn't it be strange if trains had congestion charges the same way cars do in London? Cars in London, when they go in a certain city set, when they go into what is designated as the city centre, there is a huge C in the road. And that means if you cross here, you have to pay a congestion charge. So basically, the driver of that car has that day to walk into a newsagent or a shop in London while they're out and about and pay. I think it used to be £5. It's probably more now. So physically pay a fee just for the liberty of driving in London. Doesn't matter if you only stay there a minute or whatever else, you have to pay that £8. Which then goes towards transport and rebuilding the roads. And that's actually something that was debated in Manchester for a bit, because it did work quite well actually. But can you imagine if there was congested train areas and you had to pay more on your ticket if you went through that area? Well, I guess the reason they don't do that is it's unfair on commuters. Which makes me think they should make a commuter pass. If you're genuinely commuting for work and you don't have a car or anything, you should be able to get a pass which basically says, I live in this area, all my train fares, no matter what time, should be ridiculously cheap. And tourists to that area should pay more. Like, I should be able to say, right, okay, so it's £2 for me to get to work in Manchester to avoid traffic, which helps everyone, And then, but then, that route for a tourist should be about £5 or £6. This is why I should be in politics, damn it. This is why I want to be like transport secretary for the UKs, the UK. That is literally like my dream job. If I was transport secretary, literally that everybody would be on these trains. I would be like, okay, shit is going to change. Be like the only person who actually gives a shit about roads and rails and buses and stuff. It's like, nope. Helps everyone. Help people get onto buses, and it's like, if you're going to complain saying, well, I've got a car, it's like, yeah, but your roads are now, as a consequence, free. They're, we're taking people off the roads for you. So enjoy it, bitch! Let's electrify this shit. Ding, 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 ding. And we need to make Condingville Station a little bit bigger, so it's going to have a platform extension. I'll electrify the coal mine as well. Why not? You never know when we may need that. And I'll electrify this as well. This bypass. Perfect, so that's done. So let's implement our routes. So put this here. Let's paste in this. Hopefully it's already saved. Yes, it is. Okay, so I'm going to add this route here. No. My route names have changed again. Okay, so how am I going to do this? 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Okay. Kenfingwell City. That's good. Then front town. Nope, that's not good. Front town. So close. Nope. That'll do. And Cinderborough. That'll do. In fact, actually, let's put it there. And then Budding Pool. I want to move that up slightly. That looks better. Okay, so that's one line. Right, okay. Then what this is going to happen here is we move this down and back to the left. This line is going to continue on, so we've got Roddington. Make sure all these are 3 tile. Yeah, they are. Roddington. I'm just going to draw the route first. Then there is a route that goes down. Bridge. Then Gent Hill and Trondingworth. Prindhead. Then the route can veer up there as well. And this is how this section looks. I'll have one pool. Pewburg and Wannington. No, not there. And obviously it goes up from here as well. There we go. Okay, so let me maximize this. Bring it down. Whoops. Bring it down! Just about fits on. Perfect. Okay, so this, as we are seeing now, there we go. This is the regional area for Reddingstone. So this is what I think we should do with regards to the lines of the area. So I think, can I do it like this? We should have a line that comes down here, like so, through to Reddingstone. So that should be one line, the red line, let's call it. Then if I change colour, ooh, yellow's gonna not blend, it's gonna blend into the background. Let's have a pink, nope, too close to red. Let's have an orange line. Whoa. Undo, line, orange line, which would be Reddingstone, Flonhill, up here, and obviously go this way, Nunnington, Brittish, like that. So that should be one line, obviously. I think that kind of makes sense anyway. Trying to think what else, like what should we do with this line here? We could have a third line which goes around there to Warnpool, but then again we could have a Warnpool which goes Nunnington and then through to Meeborn, so it's kind of like a loop. Let's think about this. I'm going to say that, okay, we'll have another line. This one could be purple, which will be, oh no, Reddingstone to Flonhill here. Yeah, I'm just going to do that, aren't I? Could have that. Then again, we could make all the lines a little bit less frequent and have another Whirlpool one which kind of goes around in a curve. Oh, that'd be quite good actually. Yeah, actually, we're going to do that. Okay. What other colour can we have? Does a yellow show up? Kinda does. Right, we'll have a yellow line then. And that's going to come from Whirlpool down here. Meeborn. Oh, we could have it go up here, look. Yeah, that's a good idea. But the yellow one's going to be infrequent though. So what we'll do is... Can I fill a box in? Yeah. Put yellow here. Oh no, it's going to write in yellow as well. Yellow, infrequent, service. And then we'll do the red one. So the red is going to be a pretty common service. So red. Oh fuck it, yeah, that'll do. Red common service. We have orange, which because it's going up... Oh shit, I've made that orange as well. Ah well. Because the orange is going up that line, let's put the colours down first. That'd be a lot easier, wouldn't it? Can I change that? No, that's fine. Doesn't matter. Orange, infrequent service, because we've got that quite small junction at Nunnington as well, which we need to take into account. Then purple, half infrequent. That can be a little bit less than common because it goes through quite a busy area. Okay, I'm happy with that. I think that's a really good layout. So what we'll do is we'll save that to desktop. Reddingstone Metro map. And what we'll also do is save this. Reddingstone Metro map. Where's it saved that file to? Let's put that in there. Okay. So at least we have some direction now. We know what we're doing. Oh, what I needed to do was... Come here, where's... Look how many trams are waiting, Jesus. Makes me think maybe I should be building another tram stop. Or maybe it's just an uncommon thing. Let me have a check. Yeah, very late. I'm going to make them wait for fucking ages at their original destinations. So Metrolink D. Metrolink trams. Ah, yeah, that's what he didn't like. The Apple guy who comments on my videos a lot and is a genuinely decent guy said that this was setting his OCD off, and I agree. It's setting mine off too. But I can't rename all of them unless I put them all in a group. I'll do it after the video, don't you worry. Right, okay. So, oh, but I did need to change that thing. Edinburgh trams. 2,500. Is this Tram's A? That's B. Oh, Tram A is here, isn't it? They seem okay. I'll still do it though. That should help things. Right. So let's get cracking with some trains. I want to build like a new electric depot for them. Just making sure that bus could actually get to its destination. Don't quite know why it was fucking around like that. We also need to get rid of all these trains, don't we? Get rid of everything except the mail train. There we go. Okay. Where can we have this train depot? Let me demolish this bridge. Put it here. Just going to quickly minimize this. Open this up. Which, just so you know, is that. Now I'm going to drag this to my second monitor. And what I'm going to do is put OpenTTD back up and full screen it just for this last little section where we actually make the trains. I'll make some of them more frequent than others as well. No, not more frequent, sorry. Some of them, the more frequent services can be bigger too. So first of all, I'm going to make the orange line, which is Reddingstone to Kenfingwell City. Let's have a look. What kind of train should we have? Kind of want to have some 313s in there as well, just so we're not going all out for 321s. Maybe we should have 313s as it could work for this line. I just don't want to slow the network down as well. We could have Electro Stars. Let's try. In fact, I'd say yeah, Electro Star is justified for this route. Because this is a lesser used route, what we're going to do is this one's going to be 4 carriages in total. Or we could have 5 and 6. Decisions. Yeah, I'm going to have 5 and 6. So this one could be 5. So you can start in the depot so we can buffer your orders. And here you go on your merry way. Ooh, Labra Station needs expanding. Always like double checking as I go along the route. Okay. Why did those not show up? So if we do that. Island. There we are. So that's a big Labra Station. Into Nunnington. Of which we'll go down this decrepit little railway. Yeah. I kind of feel like I need to make this. Yeah, I'm going to make this 2 platform now. I have a genuine reason to. And we can have the trains wait for forever, basically, in those stations. I want to try to keep them out of depots if possible. So I'll make this like an island station. They'd only have a single line CRT monitor because the trains will only generally be going. Will be one type of train. It's not like there's going to be trains going to different destinations just after each other. Buffer stops. There we are. So that's now Kenfingwell City Station. So let's try and continue as we aim to go forward. This is fucked. I've done it completely wrong. I need to, you know, try it. Next time I'll be having a different approach to it. But we'll have Reddingstone Metro lines. And then this is the orange line. Or Reddingstone Metro orange. Yellow. Red. And purple. And train number 123, this is orange. Just to clarify. So I can actually do this as well. Buffered auto will automatically set all of its waiting times to 250. Can be 500 in. In fact, no, we're going to keep this one out the depot. Just auto them. Because we can automatically put in its buffer, just Kenfingwell City, which can be a 2,500 tick wait. And then we'll make all the other ones around this line 500. No, we won't, because there may be other trains waiting behind it actually. So if I control and click, it'll only it'll keep the waiting times as it completes the route. And then on that one, because orange is a infrequent service, we will have 1, 2, left 4. I'm just going to periodically release them as we're doing other things, just to space them out a little bit, but they'll automatically get their extra spacing otherwise. Okay, so that's the orange line done. Let's do the red line, which is a common service. There's going to be tons of these. So the common services. Why did I say it like that? I sounded like some kind of New Yorker. These can use the depot. They can be 3 long. 3 tiles long. No loading. Stop at Condingville, and Trentbourne, Boottown. So this is red, isn't it? Red now goes right to Meeborn and goes this way. That is the powered bay line, of which all need to return. Where do they start? Joker sidings. Where do they end? Oh, why am I doing that? In fact, yeah, they can end. It's just going to congest the line. It's probably for the best, to be honest. So Ronington, Trinbridge, problem is that every single station is full of passengers. I was trying to think if there were any stations I should try and make certain lines avoid, which is a possibility. We could do that, but let's make every waiting time 250. Let's make the depot 2500. Buffered auto as well. Control autofill. This is the red train. Ooh. Spicy. Whoops, all the trains are making it back as well to this depot. So do we control and click that? So let's make our numbers for these trains, which are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 10. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. In fact, that actually seems a bit excessive. Take one away. Why is it not leaving the station? Oh, of course, because it's got a fucking massive waiting time. I can set them all off. Okay, so that's the red line done. Now we need to do the purple line. So, amongst all this, purple line is half kind of infrequent. That's going to be a carriage short. Where is the Electro Star? This station, Condingville, may be a bottleneck. I've just noticed out the corner of my eye. But I'll give it the benefit of the doubt for now. It could just be because I've let so many services go. Let it go. Let it go. Shut for copyright. Can't upload YouTube videos anymore. I was thinking, should the purple line maybe avoid Flonhill? Let's say yeah, actually, that sounds like a good idea. The purple line, that can go through the non-stop loop. It can miss Trentbourne as well, actually. So it can go straight to Boottown, and then it'll carry its route. In fact, it can miss Parnford. No, it can't. It's going to stop at Parnford. And the rest. In fact, no, it's going to miss Parnford because yeah. So basically, what I'm doing here is this section of the line, which already has two lines running along it, like two of the colour routes. It'll skip the smaller stations, and then it's going to start picking them up at Labra because then it's one of only two other services. So okay, Nunnington. That's fine, making sure that was 3 tile. Not many more stations left. Control autofill. Then this is train purple. Okie doke. And 1. I'm making this have, it's going to be a bit less than the 9 routes, so we're going to have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's going to be 6 of them. All those trains are kind of going at once. But it's okay, they're leaving out. Just got to let them do their own thing. I suppose it gets a shitload of passengers out of the way. It kind of compensates really for the time they've been without passengers, so sort of balances the station ratings back out. That's okay. And there's one more route to do, which is the yellow route, which will be starting in Wanpool. Get rid of all these old decrepit trains. Wish Northern Rail had the same view. Do ho ho, shots fired. Yellow is an infrequent service, but I'm going to have... yeah, I'm still just going to have 2 carriages. So Wanpool. Right, we now have 2 other lines servicing all these. So what I'm actually going to do is, just like before, this can be kind of like a semi-fast sort of service. This is the line that goes up to Kenfingwell City up here. So if I just show you the map once more. So basically, our purple line here it's sort of, well, it goes this way now. So it goes up this little line. It doesn't go to Flonhill or Condingville or Trentbourne. It literally goes Reddingstone, Boottown, and then Labrador, Nunnington, and across there. So this service, the yellow one, should go to, we'll see what the semi-fast service, we'll stop it at one or two of these stations. But then it'll stop at this and this and this. And then here, it'll skip Labrador, go to Nunnington, and then do all these. Okay. So it's kind of like a semi-fast service. Let's have a look at the busier stations along the route. Definitely not Trinbridge. Definitely not Ronington. Just going to open that up again. Hang on. Yeah, it's one of only two services there. I just wanted to make that clear to myself. Yes, it has to stop here at these two. I would say that Genthill and Troningworth would be the station. Yeah, that's fine, because it has semi-fast provisions anyway. In fact, what I would do is then, because this is going to be a semi-fast station. Why is that train going? Heading to Mornington. Oh, fuck. Why can they not... Why? Why can they not go to Ronington? Have I fucked up somewhere? Have I, like, not electrified something somewhere? No! Everything's fine, damn it. Why are they avoiding Ronington? There is a reason. What is making them... You figure this one out. All right. Let's have a look. Oh, fuck. That's exactly why. Okay. That's why. Just because I need to do this. There we go. Shh. Nobody will know. The purple one, fine. Better be. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, fuck, that was my fault. Okay, back to where we were. We had this train, which is a semi-fast train, which means it should have an extra carriage, actually. I'm going to enforce that now. It is decreed this train shall have an extra carriage. There we go. And now we're going to transfer Genthill and Throndingworth into a semi-fast station. Let me just double check that as well. Yeah, I can definitely get that. Okay, that's fine. That's all I needed to know. Okay, let's put that down and that, and then the same little shelters and benches. There we go. What a nice little interchange station, and because the bus route uses it, it's good as well. So here, and then your next stop can be Fallow Road. How well used are these? I'm even I'm tempted to make it miss these. Oh, it definitely needs to go to Gundinghead. Yeah, you can do that. Into all these stations. So 250, 2,500. Kempingwell City, 2,500. Or 1,500, doesn't need to be massively different. Control and autofill into our train orders. Ungroup trains. Train 65, okay. Which is yellow. So that can go. And how many of these are we having? Because it's It is an infrequent service, so for the fact it's going here, let's have a look. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to say 5. 2, 3. I'm going to say 6 actually, because there'll always be one in the depot pretty much. It kind of rules one out. It kind of factor in that how many you want on the line. You forget that there's also the servicing times in between. Alright, okay. I think that pretty much concludes this part. I think that what we've done here is we've established and created a very, very good metro-based rail system. Obviously, all these fucking trains are queuing for Fedham, but shit happens, you know. So let's... Oh my god, I've changed my resolution. Fuck. That is definitely not what was supposed to happen. Oh no! Look at it. Look at the state of it.
No, put me back to sanity, please.
There we go. We're back and restored. Let's unfull screen that. Okay, so what we've done, if I bring over my map, which is the whole reason I wanted to take it off full screen, we have created a set of different railways which are very akin to what you'd find in a city-based metro system. I think that these serve their purposes very well. They serve to get passengers to every area of this peninsula. The metro system works really well. What we're going to do in the next part is look towards creating a bus network which services all of this and feeds extra passengers into the system, because we now pretty much have the rail system nailed. Yeah, so thank you very much. It's been a really fun few parts doing the railways. We're going to get around to the buses as well. Thank you very much for watching. See you again soon.